Hello, everybody. How is everyone today? Okay, seriously though, this is what I've been dealing with lately with my love revolution. Not even, fuck. I hate saying but it's okay because it's all a learning process and I'm learning all about myself. And I'm content with where I am and where I want to be. I don't even know exactly where I want to be, but I know it's not here and I know that there's a lot of self discovery left to do. And understanding why I am the way I am and everything like that, and a lot of self reflection. So far, it's Cali still. It's where I'm going right now. I have, I'm done, like, I'm literally done with school after the semester, but I'm finishing the semester off at the same time because I don't want to feel like I'm doing this out of, it's like drawing. It's like being an abstract artist because you can't do realism. It's like the difference between being sorry. It's like the difference between being an abstract artist because you can't do realism, or being an abstract artist because you can do realism but you choose to still do abstract art. I guess that's really where I'm coming at. Like, I don't want to just drop out of school because I'm doing shitty and then be like, I have no clue what to do. I'm just gonna go to Cali and figure it out there, I guess, without a plan. No, like the plan. Like I'm choosing not to have a plan. I'm choosing to not to drop. I'm not like dropping. I don't want to say like dropping out of school makes it sound like you're like halfway through the semester, and like at least that's what I think about. And maybe that's just because maybe I need to be more open minded, and maybe I need to not think about it like that and not judge. But to finish that thought, I just basically for myself, I know that like I'm not going to feel good about I'm not going to fully believe in like why I'm doing this. I don't want to lie to myself. I don't want to like tell myself it's for this great purpose when really it was just because I didn't feel like doing college because I'm lazy. So I need to prove to myself that like no. Like I know I can do it here. I really just choosing not to because I don't want to fit into society here. I don't want to fit into society for what society is because society is missing love. And I don't want to settle. I don't want to appease the government. I don't want them to be like, hey, you put in this much effort of your life and you live by our rules, so hey, we'll give you this. Maybe. That's really what a degree does. It's like, all right, you proved yourself to this point, so you can go and get this, this, and that. But if you go prove yourself to a further point, if you go to like med school or whatever, then you can make this money, and you can get this house and that car, and you can you can put this, call yourself a doctor, and people will respect you for that. I know a lot of doctors that know like nothing about themselves. I know a lot of doctors. I've had some doctors that seem like they don't really care about their patients. They care about their paycheck. So did they do it because it was their passion, or did they do it because they wanted the material things that came along with the paycheck? And you hope that's not the case, but in this world, people get lost. And I feel like I've incredibly found, and I feel like the more I validate this more I accept this as a not a dream, but as a future reality, the more I feel at peace with what I'm doing, and the more I feel like this is why I am who I am, and the more I feel self-discovered. And that's self-discovery, isn't that what it's all about? Like, I don't feel like I need money to be successful. I would much rather feel at peace with my heart and with my soul and not be a consumer and not buy things because I'm blind to the fact that I think I need them and don't. I don't need a lot of clothes. I don't need a fancy house. I need love. And I need to enrich my own understanding of life, and I need to be enlightened. I need to live in enlightenment. And I need to advocate for Mother Earth because I am responsible for everything that's wrong with the world, the oil, everything. I can't the there's so much wrong with the world, and if you look at each individual thing that needs to be fixed, then it is so like it's so much it seems impossible. Maybe that's why maybe we just have been looking at it the wrong way. Maybe we don't need to look at it as like, well, okay, let's fix this and we'll fix that tomorrow. And then love is the one thing, like if we can restore love to community, I truly believe it. Things will start working out together. It's like I'm gonna relate it back to drawing too. I know drawing. This is how I do it anyway. I guess it's like all perception. If you do it differently, that's what I'm also trying to. It's like I want to know what other people are thinking because I want to know like that their thoughts are different but just as valid as mine. And as long as those thoughts come from love, then it's enlightenment. But there is a lot of like thoughts that come from greed, and that's like I will always hear people, but I've become very selective as to what I listen to because there's a lot of things that are said out of negativity. And being able to see the difference between things that are said out of out of love and like out of like genuine care for people and for the world, and then things that are said out of people trying to justify the human condition for what it is right now and acting like it's only gonna get worse or it's only gonna get things are only ever gonna be more complicated than they are. That's really all we've ever been doing as humans is complicating what our meaning of life is. So I'm out to search for the basics. And as of now, my plan is to head towards California at the beginning of June. I'm I'm just gonna spend the rest of like I'm putting all of my energy into this. Like I feel like I really at the same time I understand that there's like the universe will put me wherever I'm meant to be. But I 100% authentically believe that love is the answer. And that sounds so cliche, but that is the answer. Love is the only thing that truly exists, and everything else is stuff that we were like we're gonna name this, we're gonna invent that so we can do this, and so we can understand that. And I believe that the fault in the human condition is we look we look at things we cannot understand as it's a power struggle. We're like, no, we will understand it because we are the most powerful things in the world. And but Mother Earth herself is alive. The grass is alive, the trees are alive. And why do we value our life over theirs? Why do we feel like everything here was at our disposal, meant for us to take as much as we needed and never give back? And us like treating the world like that has resulted to us treating each other like that. And all of a sudden, we are putting each other into boxes and we're like categorizing each other instead of just being like, hey man, you're a person with an energy. I love your energy. It's, oh, you're a white person, you're a girl, you're a boy, you're black, you have this with your hair, you live in this tax bracket, this tax income bracket. You did this, you went to that school, I can be friends with you, but if I'm not, what happened to the sense of community within the world? What happened to people doing things for people just because, I don't know. And I lived in it for so long until I came to this realization that I can't live in it anymore. And I don't know if I'm like if I die for this, and so be it. I die for a cause way greater than like so much more important than my life was ever going to be. So much more important than making money. Because I can't contribute to what I feel in my heart should change. Well, I love you all. I really do. I love everyone, and I respect whatever outlook you have on life. And I'd be interested in having a conversation if you have varying viewpoints. I'm always, always, always up for enlightenment and for knowing. Spread of knowledge, man, but in a kind way, in a caring way, in an open-minded way. The love revolution. It's here, and it's coming.